Hi, I'm Kari with Connection Centered Parenting. Today, I want to talk with you about why connection is so important in the teen years. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this today, it's that connection is the foundation of influence. If we want our teens to listen to us, to trust us, and to feel safe coming to us, we have to focus on connection first. Today, we're diving into why the connection is so important. It's easy to think our teens don't want connection with us. They pull away, they roll their eyes, and sometimes it feels like they'd rather be anywhere else but with us. But here's the truth: they need us now more than ever. The science behind connection is important. During the teen years, the brain is undergoing massive transformations, the most it's done since early childhood. Research from the National Institutes of Mental Health show that the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that is responsible for decision making and impulse control and emotional regulation, well, that part is still developing all the way until the mid 20s. Meanwhile, the amygdala, that's the emotional center of our brain, is highly active, making teens way more prone to emotional ups and downs. So, what does that mean for us as parents? It means our teens need us as their external regulators. When they face stress, disappointment, and social challenges, our calm, connected presence with them helps them feel safe. Dr. Dan Siegel calls this co regulation, when a parent's steady, calm response helps the teen develop emotional balance over time. Studies also show that strong parent teen connections reduce risky behaviors. In a 2019 study published in Pediatrics, it was found that teens who feel a strong sense of family connectedness are less likely to engage in things like substance use or risky sexual behavior or self harm. So, what gets in the way? Well, here is where it gets tricky. As parents, we often focus more on control than connection. Not because we don't love our kids, but because we're worried. We lecture instead of listen. We react instead of respond. We try to fix instead of just being there. Does this sound familiar? It happens to all of us, myself included. But the good news is that small shifts in how we show up can completely transform our relationship with our team. So, what are some practical ways to build connection? Let's start with three simple and research backed ways to strengthen your connection. First, prioritize presence. Everyday interactions like sharing a meal together, checking in after school, or watching their favorite show together have a significant impact on a child's emotional security. Even just 5 minutes of undistracted, note, undistracted, no phones involved, attention can be more powerful than an hour of half present time. Two, validate their feelings. According to Dr. Lisa Damour, a leading psychologist in adolescent development, teens often resist advice because they feel dismissed and misunderstood. Before offering solutions, try saying, "Sounds really tough. You want to talk about it?" This small shift makes them more open to your guidance. Number three, find small ways to show up, whether it's sending a funny meme, showing interest in their favorite music, or making their favorite snack. Small gestures tell your teen, "I see you and I care." Studies show that emotional connection does not require big moments. It thrives on daily consistency. Connection isn't about being the perfect parent. It's about being the consistent parent. Your team doesn't need you to have all the answers. They just need you to show up, to know that you're there. So this week, I want to challenge you. Set 5 minutes of undistracted time aside for your team each day. I also want you to try and validate their feelings before offering any advice or suggestions. And I want you to look for one small way to show them that you care. You can let me know if you've done these things by reaching out to me or leaving a comment below. What's one way that you have connected with your team recently? Thanks so much for listening. I look forward to talking with you again soon.